you clicked on this video for one reason only. You want to get better at ranked inside of Roblox Rivals. Well, luckily in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 tips to get good at ranked inside of Roblox Rivals. Not like other YouTubers, I'm not going to drag out the video to 8 minutes to get more ads. I'm just going to get straight into it. Also, if you are new, then please do make sure to go subscribe to become one of the OGs to the channel. I'm going to be focusing this channel on Rivals tips and tricks and how to get better inside of Rivals. So expect more videos like this. So for the first tip inside of this video, I want you to head into settings and find your correct sensitivity. Now, if you're really bad at aiming, I do recommend a lower sensitivity, but if you're decent at aiming, a higher sensitivity is probably better because you can move your mouse quicker. Next, go to FOV and max it out. Put it on 120, that is the best FOV inside of Rivals. Next, head over to the crosshair setting. Now, I've made a video on the best crosshairs inside of Rivals. I'm going to be making an updated version for ranked, so if you do want to see that, make sure you like the video. This is just one crosshair I'm going to show you right now, so you actually have a decent crosshair to start with. Next, you want to change your camera sensitivities. You want all of the camera shakes off. This will just make the game run so much better and it won't distract you when you actually shooting people inside of Rivals. Next, if you're on mobile or controller, I would recommend turning auto shoot off, as you don't actually have any auto shoot inside of ranked, so there is no point in having it on. Even if you're playing normal duels, get used to having it off. The second tip inside of this video is loadout. I've just made a video on the best loadouts. If you do want to go see that, go click on my channel and click on the loadout video. But the most versatile loadout inside of Rivals is the assault rifle, the revolver, the Molotov, and the scythe. This works on most maps, but I would recommend using different weapons as well. I'll get onto some tips later that kind of explain this a bit more. Tip number 3, I want you to ban specific weapons on certain maps. So obviously on bigger maps, you want to be banning the sniper and all of the long shot weapons. So on docks, crossroads, maps like that are just way too big, and if you're not going to be using the sniper, get it banned. And then obviously on smaller maps such as playground, I would be banning the shotgun if you're not going to be using the shotgun. So I use the map ban to my advantage inside of Rivals as well, not just the weapon ban. If I see a map I don't like, I'm instantly going to ban it. If you prefer shorter maps, and let's say you really like arena but arena isn't there but playground is, I would just ban the bigger maps. It literally lets you do that inside the game. I don't know why people aren't doing this to get their favorite maps. Tip number 4 is movement. The next tip inside of Rivals is movement. You want to be constantly moving inside of Rivals. You never want to be standing still. You want to be constantly slide jumping and sliding when you're shooting enemies, and using a technique called jiggle peeking. This is using your A and D key when you're behind an object. You just move in and out of that object, so you're constantly behind cover and you're only there for a split second while you're shooting the enemy. Number 5 is don't blame pay to win weapons. Pay to win weapons aren't that good. If you're a free to play player and you're blaming pay to win weapons, I just wouldn't, because the basic weapons are some of the best in the game. Tip number 6 is to stop caring about your rank and focus on getting better. Let's say you're gold 2 and you manage to get up to gold 3 just by some luck. You're still going to be a gold 2 player, so it won't actually matter because you'll just end up moving back down to gold 2. So focus on getting better inside of Rivals. You can get better by practicing and obviously using some of these tips in this video. Tip number 7 is to use a variety of loadouts to counter the opponent. Let's say opponent is using riot shield. You might want to use a Molotov or an exo gun just to get rid of that riot shield if they're constantly using it. And also get good at every single weapon. So for long range maps and you want to use the sniper, go into some TDM or some FFA and actually use the sniper and get some practice in with the sniper. This goes for any weapon inside of the game. Tip number 8 is to get more frames per second. This will make your game run more smooth and ultimately it will win you more games. You can do this by lowering your Roblox graphics or going into the settings and turning off shadows. Tip number 9 is to learn the patterns of the enemy. So let's say the enemy keeps on rushing on top of the walls on arena. You know they're going to do that the next time, so maybe get a grenade and cook that grenade up and then throw it on top of the wall to do some initial damage. Or if the enemy keeps on going into one corner of the map, use a Molotov to flush them out of that corner. You just need to think smart and you will get better at the game. And tip number 10 is to be unpredictable. Going off the last tip, you want to be really unpredictable. Don't always go to the same area of the map or use your grenade at the same spot at the start of a round. I know people do this on arena when they just throw it on the opposite ramp, but maybe save that grenade for later in the round and you might actually get some damage off. So I hope these tips do help you get a higher rank inside the Rivals. If they do, let me know down below in the comment section. But that is all for today's video, so if you did enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.